Welcome, Earthly Souls, to my channel, Earthly Soul Tarot. My name is Daniel, for those of you who are new here. If you're not new, welcome back. I'm so happy to see you again, my loves. Anyway, my lovely collective, let's jump in with tonight's reading. And I actually want to pull a message from your spirit team, from your spirit guides, from your ancestors, whatever guide that you believe in, whatever guide that you talk to on a daily basis, whoever you pray to, whatever you pray to, your guidance. Let's pull a message from them, okay? Because I'm feeling quite energetically packed tonight. I feel like there is something really big going on in the cosmos, you guys. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you guys are resonating with this energy and you feel like there's something just shifting in the air. And I feel like as a collective, we are heading towards the end of something, but also the beginning of something else, okay? And I feel like we're in those ending stages where things get really hectic and there's like a message that wants to come through from our guides. Almost like a, you know, like a message trying to say, intuitively, I'm getting like a very, okay, like rest up now and prepare because we're gonna crash through the portal. I don't know why. We're gonna crash through this, like almost like a border, like a wall. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what I'm even seeing right now. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say about this. So, spirit guides, what is the message for the collective today? I feel like I need to take a moment to take this in. Hold on, you guys, because I'm like, the Tower. Yeah, what am I saying about like crashing through some type of wall? There is definitely something's going on. The Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I can't make this up. But it's in reverse, which is very interesting. Very interesting, because it's not here yet. Spirit, one more, please. The Justice card. The Justice card. I feel like I don't know why I feel like I don't even need the cards right now, you guys. There is definitely, with the Justice card, there is some type of cycle closing, okay? And the thing about cycles, and I wrote this down in my journal the other night when I was having like a really deep meditation. The thing about cycles is that cycles are living things, right? I see cycles like as living beings. And although you can break cycles, like you can break the chain and you know, kind of disrupt cycles, you cannot end them fully, okay? They're kind of like these immortal beings. I see cycles kind of like as our guides, right? Sometimes we get stuck in bad cycles. Sometimes we get stuck in good cycles. Sometimes cycles just are, okay? But where I'm going with this is, although you cannot fully stop a cycle, you can break it and you can change it, okay? You can almost like manipulate the cycle into something that will work for you, okay? And I don't really know where I'm going with that, you guys, but I feel like that's just something that has to be said right now, because I feel like that's where we're headed right now. As a collective, Lightworkers, spiritual people, anybody that, you know, believes that we are here for a grand purpose, I do feel like this message is for you. And Spirit is saying now is the time to make that change. I just heard Michael Jackson going, make that change in my head. Wow, this is a crazy reading. I'm getting so distracted. Yeah. Okay, Spirit. How can we make that change? How do we make this change? The Eight of Swords. Okay. By realizing that we are being, I just heard controlled. Okay, yeah, we are being controlled. But also, we are still in control, okay? This is kind of giving the energy of somebody that thinks that they're trapped. The Eight of Swords, you know, it's a very mental thing sometimes. It's like you think you're trapped. You think that you are limited in some way. You think that you're not capable of stepping outside of these swords that are quote unquote trapping you. But that's actually quite the opposite, okay? In some decks, the Eight of Swords, I have a certain deck that I really love using, and I love the imagery on the Eight of Swords because it's a picture of a person like tied up and blindfolded, looking down on at a puddle of water. No, I'm sorry, it's the opposite. It's a girl looking at a puddle of water and her reflection is tied up, okay, and blindfolded, but she's actually not. She's just looking at herself in that way. So you get the message that I'm trying to say here, you guys. When we collectively realize that we actually have the power, we actually do actually have much more power than we believe we do. That is the moment that we break that chain. That is the moment that we morph the cycle into something that works for us, for the greater good of the collective, okay, for the universe in general. Yeah, what else, Spirit? What else? How else can we make the change? The Magician. Like I said, we are much more powerful than we think, you guys. We are, remember, we're all capable of magic. We're all capable of manifesting. We are all capable of literally morphing ourselves. I mean, think about it. When you go through like a change physically, emotionally, we're constantly evolving, okay? What makes you think that we cannot make things outside of our bodies evolve as well? We have that power. If we can do it to ourselves, we can do it to other people. We can do it to, you know, the world. We can change the world. It's just on a bigger scale, but there's something about like unity coming through if we do it together, okay? If we all can realize that we're actually not trapped. This has to be a collective decision, okay, you guys? I guess that's the message that I'm kind of trying to get. It's not just a singular person making this decision. It's not just you that I'm talking to. It's everyone that's resonating with this video. You know what I mean? Everyone that is spiritual, a light worker, anybody that is a healer, anyone that is a teacher, anyone that believes, okay? It's a very collective energy, but I feel like the point of this message is Spirit saying, you're there already. You are starting to realize that you are in control. We are realizing that. If you look at society now, like the world is becoming more conscious, okay? We are evolving, not just physically, okay? You think we just evolve physically? No, we don't. We are evolving. We're becoming a lot more intelligent, a lot more conscious, okay? But just like everything, as good goes up, so does bad. And this is a time where the cycle is about to break with this Tower card, my loves, and Justice. Are you kidding me? Like, first two cards of the reading, the Tower and Justice. Things are going to fall. Things are going to be painful. Like I said, like your guide said, you're about to crash into a wall, okay? Brace yourself is what I feel like they want to say. Brace yourself because, yes, it's going to be painful, but you're coming out of a cocoon. And I always say this, like, don't you guys think that coming out of a cocoon is painful? Like a butterfly, like peeling itself? I don't know, maybe it's not. But I would think that that's a painful process, just like birth. You know, birthing is a painful process. But you're creating something so beautiful, something that has a grand purpose, okay? And those of you, or those of us who have been doing the work, the spiritual work, and really strengthening our intuition, our psychic abilities, our spiritual strength, we're ready to crash through that wall, and we are ready to become the magician, okay? We are ready to make the change in the world that we want to see. The High Priestess was just sitting on the table upside down. I hadn't seen her until now, until I decided to flip her. So didn't I just say something about your intuition? Yeah, trust that, my loves. And it's so funny because 1 and 2, right after the other. Again, the cycle is beginning again, you guys. But this time, we're in control, okay? This time, I'm hearing the people are in control. I can't make this up. Look at the bottom of the deck. The Judgment card. I'm telling you, the world is about to go... I mean, it already is. Who am I kidding? It already is. But it's about to get a lot more intense. So I'm hearing like, buckle up, you guys. Your guides want you guys to buckle up. And that's why I'm saying right now, it is time to release. It is time to rest. It is time to prepare. Because that Tower moment is coming, my loves. It's coming. And if you're watching this video, you know exactly what I'm talking about, my loves. Temperance. Get that rest in. Anytime I see the Temperance card, I think of somebody going to like a resort. I don't know why. Maybe you need to do that right now before before the real work starts. I don't know, step outside of your everyday life, okay? Try to, ooh, I'm getting a confirmation burp. Sorry, guys. Yeah, start looking at things from a different perspective, okay? I'm hearing have tough conversations as well. There could be people in your life that you can tell that it's like, how do I word this without making it sound like bad? You could have people in your life that you feel like, it's like you look at someone in your life and you can tell that they're hurting, you can tell that they're lost, or you can tell that, you know, they have the potential to find that magic within them, but maybe you're scared of having that conversation with them. I'm getting a message right now that maybe it's time to have that conversation with these people or with this person. That might not resonate with everyone, but if it does resonate with you, then take that as a good confirmation, okay? Because again, like we said right now, we're stepping into this energy where we are very powerful. We realize that we have the power. The moment that you realize you have power, that's the moment that the power actually starts working, all right, my loves? When you put energy towards it, okay? So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that, my loves. Let's get one last message. Can we get one last message for the collective spirit? What is the last message you want the collective to know? The world. Y'all, this reading is crazy. And actually, after I'm done recording this reading, I want to like show you guys the cards all side by side, because this is literally crazy. Literally crazy. This entire reading, the only card that didn't come out major arcana is the Eight of Swords. Just to let y'all know, okay? Yeah, the world, my loves. The world is changing. Your world is changing. My world is changing. All of our worlds are changing. Our spirit guides are watching this happen. But remember, cycles can't die. So this is not the end. This is also not the final beginning, okay? This has been going on for centuries and centuries on our planet, okay? On our human civilization. There have been rises and falls of empires, and we're just going through another fall right now, but that means we're getting ready for another rise, okay? We're getting ready for a new cycle. Like I said, cycles do not die. They keep repeating, but they can change, okay? They cannot die, they cannot stop, they cannot end, but they can change. And that is exactly what's going on right now. The cycle is changing, okay? The circle continues, but this time the circle is changing color. Okay, my loves. Yeah, very powerful reading. I'm shooketh. I'm gonna show you guys the cards right now. But yeah, my loves, I love you so much. Again, if you're watching this, it's for a reason. Get your rest up. I think this is a time where we need to really, you know, build up our XP, because the final boss is coming. Okay, that sounds so scary. I mean, we'll be fine, you guys, okay? Like I said, when you realize you have the power, that's when it starts working. Just believe, okay? Just believe in yourself, believe in your spirit guides, in your spirit team, in the universe, and we're gonna be okay, my loves. I love you so much, and thank you for staying and watching this reading with me. My loves, I love you. Yeah, I'll see you on the next one.